Okay, it's on record. Greg Newton's gonna call a meeting to order for the Overton County Public Safety Committee meeting for Thursday, April 11th, 2024, 5:30 p.m. Bill Talley. Here. Lee Richards. Here. Jeff Long. Here. Jesse Bowman. Absent. Greg here. Number 3 on it, approve the minutes for the meeting held on March 7th, 2024. On the back, Philip made a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Jeff seconded. All in favor? Aye. Then we had updated the judicial commissioners, and then we'll take readings here, and then next, number Jennifer 5, is the sheriff's department, and a representative from the sheriff's department's here. And then number 6 would be, like, we got Shane from the ambulance service. So you,
There's a grant coming out from the state, don't really know a whole lot about it, just kind of been getting a little bit of information at a time. Best we can understand is the state's found out they've had this big chunk of money for EMS,
You're applying for it, or you did apply for it?
not yet,
Okay.
but it has to be spent by the end of June, or that money's just gone. They're really wanting EMS services to try to take advantage of getting that grant money. It's a reimbursement, it's a no match, but you have to pay for it up front, then they reimburse you the money.
right.
It's
What do we
only-
have to use this money for?
It's for equipment,
Just for equipment?
equipment only.
Equipment, right?
Yeah, I've got a quote on a new power load.
Quote on what?
A power load system.
Power line?
Power load.
Power load.
Load?
That
Okay,
helps
so,
loads the cot in the ambulance.
oh, okay.
Yeah, we need one.
Yeah, we've got one over there that's been there since we've been waiting on this first ambulance.
You got a bid on one, you said?
Yeah. And I talked to the striker lady here a while back because the boxes are getting wet where they're washing the trucks, and she said the warranty's already out on that one, but it's been sitting there so long. She said we need to get that installed in the unit as quick as we can. And we've got a unit there that doesn't have one in it right now, but it has to be wired is the only thing. And there's a guy that she got me in contact with that can wire it, install it, and said he could do it in a couple of weeks, have it done. And I think his price, he said it was around $800. All that was to have that installed. Of course, then when the new truck gets here, we would have to buy another one. But this grant, they said that's something that could be used for, to purchase one of those. So I had to get me a bid on that and 3 new cots. The cots we've got, 5 of them are 7 years old. And then the other 3 are like 5 or 6 years old. And she said the life expectancy on them is 7 years, and they're not making those or making parts for those kind of cots anymore. So she was giving me a quote on 3 cots, 3 batteries, 3 chargers, and a loading system. And the total on that is $133,321.22.
That's for 3 cots, batteries and chargers?
Yep, and the power load system.
What is,
Oh,
what is
and
the
power
cot?
load?
What is the cot? What is the cot?
Just a
That was,
power
he
cot,
got
power
her new
switch.
bid on the 3 new
Power.
cots for battery and chargers.
Power stretchers, is what they are?
So what was the price on that?
Total,
Yeah.
133, 321.22.
321.22.
That's, most of that is that power load, ain't it?
The loading system itself is $29,888.85.
Those cots and batteries cost a lot of money, don't they?
Batteries are high too.
Do you have any idea how much the grant's gonna be for?
The minimum it can be for is $5,000, and they said the max is $150,000. They said $250,000, so we probably won't get all that.
So you're gonna ask for it though.
Yeah, I'm
How
gonna
many
ask
is that gonna be divided up between agencies?
just the ambulance
Or it's
service.
just the ambulance,
Yeah.
okay.
Each county ambulance service can apply for it themselves. They tried to get them to just take the amount, divide it out into the number of services there is in the state, and give them each the same amount, and say, show us what you spend it on, it has to be equipment. But they didn't want to do that, they wanted everybody to apply for it, but the minimum was $5,000.
This is all contingent upon getting that grant, right?
Right,
Getting
yeah.
this stuff.
It's a minimum of $5,000 per item. Like you can't just buy one thing, you can't buy 10 of one thing and it be $5,000, each thing has to be $5,000 a piece. You have to have the invoices and the equipment in hand by the end of June. And that's one thing, they said this grant's gonna open up, it'll be a first come, first served basis, and it's not gonna be open very long, and it's gonna be closed.
It's gone. Better grab it as fast as you can.
Yeah, they don't even know the deadline that it'll be, they just know.
What's,
they don't-
you don't know when the deadline is to have the application in by?
It's not open yet. But they say once it opens, it's.
So we're April, May, June, you gotta have it spent by June?
You gotta have the equipment in hand by June.
You gotta have the equipment in for June. Okay.
That's why they're
Because
saying.
If we
you
spend
buy-
$130,000 on equipment,
And don't get the grant, we're stuck with
Yeah, where we do that.
$130,000, right?
You just, but the lady I talked to on this, she told me what she could have, what she's got on hand, that she could have by then.
by June,
Yeah.
So if we buy that, we're gonna be stuck with the bill if you don't get the grant, right?
Yeah, probably.
You'll know though that you got the grant before the money's spent though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Oh,
They'll
okay.
tell
I
you
thought
that
you said we had to-
grant before we spend it.
I thought he said and to spend it.
Well, you'll know if you get it or not, but you have to have that for them to reimburse you.
Okay, before we get the money,
Yeah.
but we'll know that we've been authorized $133,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so if he's like or authorized for like 100,000, then he'll have to go back and maybe one
Gotta
cut
cut
out
out.
or something.
But the stuff that she says that she knows that she can't get by then she's not even mentioned. And if they tell me, I don't know, or it's gonna be close, then.
Who is this that's
It's
doing
a Striker, it's just a company that deals with the cots and monitors and power loads. And they are on the SAVIC, the SAVIC vehicles, so they'll have to be bid out.
Anybody got any questions?
But that'll probably be something, that I'll definitely make sure and writing up that we
Yeah.
have to have. I probably won't put it to the end of June. I'll probably put the deadline date on having it before then, that way we can make sure.
That way you got it.
Yeah.
They're trying to spend the money before the closing of the
Fiscal year.
fiscal year.
I guess then we'll go to older new business.
So I got one other thing.
Okay, go for it.
I was hoping I'd be able to come with good news, so we've got all of our trucks back, except for the one that's been sitting out back. We got Unit 13 back, 3 days ago. They've been going through it, making sure everything in it's in date, swapping out the meds and equipment, and getting it all stocked back up. They got it stocked yesterday evening, night shift last night. They took it and drove it around town, everything was fine, motor sounded fine. 1:30 this morning, I get a phone call, they went to a house call in it, and it shut down, wouldn't start back. Had it towed to Auto Works, he called me this morning and said the motor's locked up, won't turn for nothing.
Which is it, number what?
13.
And that's the new engine we just put in there, second one?
This will be the third one, and
You know what,
Third
each
minute.
unit don't put 13 on it.
Exactly.
Wow.
but he's talked to Jasper, and they're gonna send another one.
Name it number 99 or something.
I
Well,
think,
that's one thing good about Jasper, they'll stand behind their stuff.
how long they gonna stand, be able to stand behind and do it like this? That's 3 in that one, 2 in the other one. We've got a couple turbos from them, and as soon as they put them on and started up and running, we jumped.
Who's putting it on?
Well, we've
O'Brien's.
used different people now.
Yeah, Big Rights did the ones before, and Auto Works is working on them now, so it's different places and getting the same results.
We heard anything about the new units?
That, last I heard, that first one's still supposed to be the end of this month, first of next month.
Your new one?
The first one.
We're supposed to got ends 22.
So,
So it's 2 years late.
and the other ones are still 2026 before they're expected. And, bringing up that unit that's been setting out back, it's unit 12. It's got 220, 30 something thousand miles on it. Want to see y'all's opinion, what you want to do with that. We need to get it taken somewhere and have it looked at to see exactly what all is wrong with it. I don't know if it's just a turbo, if it's a motor, or what it is. But do we wanna fix that, or do we wanna be done with that unit, take it off the road, replace it with a new one coming in? Once they hit 200,000 miles, you have to have an annual inspection, mechanical inspection, on every unit every year. It's just the mechanic checks everything on the truck, make sure everything's good. Once they hit 200,000 miles, they have to be done every 30,000 miles.
That truck, if I'm not mistaken, has had a lot of issues in the past.
And they're pretty sure it may be a motor, not 100% sure, but they said it could just be a turbo, it could be a motor, they won't be able to know exactly what it is till they get it there and get everything checked out.
Yeah, I'd mentioned to you, if you wasn't gonna put it back on the road, that I'd like to look at it as a maintenance truck, but if it's gonna cost a lot of money for an engine or something, we wouldn't be feasible for,
How many miles is on it?
200, yeah, 220 something, 230,
Yeah.
something like that.
So what's the liability then if we got a vehicle goes down, way on an emergency or something, causes delay then? If we had it inspected within 30,000 miles, it's just the act of God?
Yeah, as long as you've got your stuff right, they say it's right, I mean, you can't really predict mechanical failures and stuff.
unless you knew something was wrong with it,
Yeah.
then you'd probably be liable, but
But if you had that 30,000 mile check,
Yeah.
or an annual or 30,000, or both?
If it's under 200,000, just annually. But if
Annually.
it's over 200,000, it's
Every 30,000 miles again,
Yeah,
okay.
and it don't take long to.
Right,
get
30,000.
Especially when they're down and everybody's having to run out of the same trucks. And, of course, Warbright's did the mechanical inspections on them before, and it has to be a licensed diesel mechanic, it can't just be a licensed mechanic. And, he says he gets $150 each time on that. And there's really no way to say, we'll have to have it done three
Probably ain't got
times
no
this
choice
year.
except to get it looked at then, if we're waiting till 2026 for 2 new vehicles.
how many units do you have running right now? Maybe we were down to 3 at one point.
Yeah, we've got 6 now.
6.
I think that's right.
How many units are you needing to run at one time?
So, yeah, we got 6 running right now.
How many units do you usually run at once, like on the same?
But we got 3 here on the day shift, and then the one on the mountain. Of course, the mountain truck is the same one up there all the time.
Right.
And then we got 2 on night, so 5 here, and then 1 up there.
So you could possibly, if 3 units are out and you've got 2 on call come in, you need at least 5 at one time here, don't you?
Yeah, we've got 5 here now.
So you need 1 extra in case one goes down.
Are you for sure that we're gonna get the new one at the end of this month? I mean, have you heard anything?
I'll believe it whenever we've got the keys and it's set here.
I'm hoping.
It's been several times that we've asked, well, it'll be here this month, and that when it gets here, well, it'll be here this month, or it'll be here in this many months.
It wouldn't surprise me a bit, they call up and say, hey, it looks like it's gonna be fall now.
I wouldn't be surprised with it.
You can probably take it and get it looked at and see what's wrong with it anyway, one way or another. It ain't gonna hurt to know what's wrong with it.
Right.
Did you get that land back?
Mm-mm.
You heard anything about it?
Mm-mm.
Did you hire your driver to do it?
I've got one that's,
It's still sitting over there.
came in, he's gonna start that EMT class that we're gonna start up here, he's gonna start in it. Had a couple more call and ask about it and turn in some applications.
So they're interested.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
Good.
And then, I hired one of our part-time advanced EMTs the other day, hired him full-time, he starts full-time Monday. He wanted full-time before, but he had some childcare issues to get worked out, to take care of his children. He's got that worked out, so he wanted to come full-time, so. Really need some paramedics now. That's what we're short on,
How long is the school on paramedics?
2 years.
2 years.
Of course, you gotta have your,
You got somebody in paramedic school right now?
we've got 2 in school.
2 in?
Mhm.
We just graduated two and they quit as soon as they graduated.
And then, of course, the other, next paramedic class, I think it'll start usually August, September. Don't really have anybody that's really interested in it right now. But whenever that time comes, they might be interested, I don't know.
Our EMT school's gonna start next month. Did they come up with a date yet?
They're working on that to figure out what days, how many days a week and the hours. Cause it'll depend, like what time it starts, class time, what time the class starts, what time it ends, is how many days they'll have to go.
Okay. Cause I know that the last we had talked, it was, they were looking at 3 days a week. Like Tuesday, or Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or something like that, I can't remember now.
Paramedic school, is it in Ball State?
Yeah.
It's a Ball State.
But-
This Ball State or?
No, so we got the EMT basic and advanced at Livingston. We got that going
Livingston
for
Ball
us.
State.
Yeah, but the paramedic's gonna be in Cook.
Oh, it's in Cookville, not Gallatin.
No, we got it at Cook. We was able to get, Ball State to do, or move our EMT classes up here for us. I got that back, in the winter last year. No, first of the, sometime in the first of the year.
Yeah, I think that's when they came and talked.
Yeah, I was finally, it took a lot, but I was finally able to get a hold of some people to get it going. Lee's wife Lori helped out a lot of the right people to get a hold of. And then whenever they all come up here, it just all come together. They're gonna have 12 seats. And then, a phone call I had yesterday, most of the seats might be paid for, so. Working on that right now, so, the workforce development, is a grant that, might be able to help us on paying for, they're gonna pay the county, for the people that goes to class. So, we're working on that right now as far as, getting that together. That'd be great. Right now, the class is 7,000 for 12 students, where if they went individual, it was around 3,600 a person.
Something like that.
Somewhere around 3,000 to 3,600 per person. But we got it to 7,000 for the whole class, and then we had up to 12. So it would come down to just shy of 700 per person. Cause it'd be like 660 or something like that, but by the time you get your uniforms and stuff, it'd be around 700, so. But talking with, Miss Becky with, Workforce Development, she's looking at, trying to get us some money for, everybody that's going through the class, if they were gonna be hired on through the county, that they could, pay per the person that's going through. So that would help out a lot.
Anybody else, anything else?
So, look and see about that unit, see how much it
12th.
Okay.
Yeah, since 13's down again, that got you down, back down to 5 though, right? 5 trucks?
6.
Well, 5 here.
5 here, yeah, 5 here.
Anybody else got any questions? I'll move to number 7, any old or new business, and probably need to ask for, somebody to make a motion, suspend the rules, to be able to take, the grant, authorization for them to apply for a grant, if anybody wants to do that, and then we'd have to pay for it, first. But it will go on the agenda. It will go on agenda in May, well, it's short, that's a short window.
That's the reason why he needs all these ducks in a row, so when he says go, he's got it.
Yeah.
Okey-doke. So,
So number 7, we're suspending the rules for,
yeah,
to apply for a grant.
yeah, on the new business part. So, yeah, and let's see, Philip made a motion to suspend the rules. And, Jeff made a second, didn't he?
Yeah.
Jeff made a second. Okay. Philip,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Jesse's absent, Greg, yes. Okay, now does anybody wanna make a motion, now we suspend the rules, everyone gonna make a motion now to give, ambulance service authorization to apply for a grant?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Philip made a motion for that, and, Lee seconded. That's for 100, you're just gonna ask for 130, or you're gonna do 150?
I'll probably just do the 133 or whatever that was.
133? Okay. Take a roll call on that. Philip,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Jesse absent, Greg, yes. Motion passes to be forwarded to the full court for approval in May. And any old business? Old business. Next scheduled
I
meeting
got one
is,
thing.
yeah, go for it.
They're not using the ambulance that much on the mountain, are they any way, if it comes to emergency, they could get it down and help you out or anything?
Yeah, we do, if, like if the truck's here,
Yeah.
all out on calls and the call crews are on runs, we pull them down.
Okay.
Instead of, we was before, other counties were coming to the line and covering us when we still had the truck available, that we wouldn't utilize it. but now
I
we
know
pull it
they
down.
Sometimes they don't have a lot going on out there, they're just sitting there, you know. I just wondering about that.
Yeah, if they're available, we pull them down.
So,
Number 8, the next scheduled meeting is for Thursday, May the 9th, 5:30. And then number 9 is motion to adjourn. Jeff Long made a motion to adjourn. Seconds.
Yes.
Looks like we got 2 of them, we got Philip and
Oh, you make a motion. Okay. Philip, you put Jeff or Philip?
I wrote Philip down, he's closer.
Okay.
Well, I put Lee and Philip.